Well, vaccine passports have come to Ontario, and starting today, people have to show proof that they've been vaccinated if they want to go to a restaurant, to a movie theater, or the gym. For more on how this is going to work, we're joined by epidemiologist Raywat Deonandan. Good to have you with us on your morning.
Good morning.
All right, lots to talk about it. It's finally here. What do people need to know this morning?
They need to know that they have to download their proof of vaccination, and they get it from covid19.ontariohealth.ca, even though the website is down right now, which is interesting. And this receipt shows that you got your second dose, and it's only valid if you've got the second dose more than 14 days ago. So the employees at the venue that you go to have to check that. Children under 12 are exempt because, of course, they're not eligible for vaccination. And we're going to be rolling out a QR code system sometime next month, which has much greater security. So wait for that as well.
Quebec did sort of a grace period of 2 weeks for people to sort of get used to this idea, get all the paperwork they needed. Is there a grace period in Ontario?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I imagine there will be one reflexively anyway, because there are going to be some stumbling blocks out of the gate, including downloading it from the website, which apparently is not possible right now.
Well, so that's what I'm wondering for people this morning who have to be at the gym or anywhere else. If the website's not working, how that's going to work, I guess that will be up to the establishments. Where don't you need to show your passport? Where can you go without needing proof of vaccination?
Right, so this is only for non-essential clustering indoor opportunities like gyms and restaurants. But the essential places like banks, places of worship, healthcare, getting takeout from a restaurant doesn't require proof of vaccination. Retail shopping, or even using the bathroom. If you have to use the bathroom at a restaurant, you can just go in, use it, and come out again. So again, no one's being denied the use of essential services.
We've seen provinces like Alberta, for example, having an issue with people faking their vaccine passports. How do you prove whether or not it's real?
Yeah, this is a big deal, and it's unfortunate. It's a sad commentary on the state of affairs when this is an ethical problem. Right now, because we're using these printable receipts, it probably has to come with a proof of identification, like a birth certificate or a driver's license or a passport. But when the QR code system rolls around, that's a bit more secure and harder to fake.
What happens and what recourse do businesses have if people refuse to show proof of vaccination?
It is against the law. So remember, if you want entry into a place and you haven't got vaccination and you force your way in or demand to go in anyway, that's subject to a fine, $750 and up. So it's quite extraordinary, and I don't recommend that people try it.
So if I'm at a place of business, I'm thinking of a restaurant, for example, and I'm working at the front and I said, can you show it to me? And they say no, and they make an issue of it, and it escalates, and we've seen this happen. Do they call the police? What happens?
Yeah, I believe so. They call the police. It is a crime at this point, so that's a police endeavor. Hopefully, the city is well ready and equipped and prepared to intervene. Right now, though, it's unfortunately at the behest of the restaurant owner or the venue owner to start that process of confronting the individual. But yes, it can definitely escalate to the police.
Yeah, and remember, people, bring your patience for today, right? Not everybody's going to have it ready and accessible on their phone. Some people are going to have to look through their emails to find it. Just make sure you bring it with you and a piece of ID. Anything else you want people to remember today?
Yeah, this is not an intrusion into your civil liberties. You're going to, if you're not vaccinated, you'll see your social life get a little bit more constrained, but you're not being denied access to essential services. This is an incentive to seek vaccination. And eventually, I hope that we also accommodate people who have recovered from COVID and received one dose.
Ontario's Chief Medical Officer of Health said something interesting yesterday. This is supposed to be almost seen as a motivation for people in that sort of up to age 30 to go ahead and get vaccinated. Is that still the largest population of people we're seeing not getting vaccinations?
Yeah, pretty much. And it's also the population that's most likely to be motivated by this kind of policy, because a vaccine passport really motivates the apathetic. People who have no reason not to seek a vaccine just don't see it as a priority right now. Now it's a priority.
Always good to have you with us, Doctor. Thanks so much.
Thank you.